to us. And you give us a sign of your presence. And welcome to Let's Talk Ghost. I'm your host, Steve.
I'm Dan.
And I'm still Will.
Really?
Hey, really?
Still?
I'm still Will.
Wow, still will.
Yep.
Hey, Dan.
Hey.
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 What are you up to?
Not much.
What have you been doing?
Not a whole lot.
Been kind of leading a pretty exciting life.
Well, I've been going to the gym. I played basketball the other day.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're going to demonstrate the fact that we are. Oh, no, I forgot about Will. How are you doing, Will?
I'm doing all right.
Been doing anything exciting? Well,
Not really.
Well, we're going to talk about some exciting things.
Okay.
We are, in a sense, time travelers. The Let's Talk Ghost crew.
We do travel.
We
time.
do travel in time.
Yeah.
Yes. Tonight you are going to witness the Let's Talk Ghost crew as we travel through time. Because you're listening to this show on a Sunday. So we've already had the paranormal picnic. But however,
We have not.
we have not.
It's a phenomenon.
It's weird because we actually haven't had it yet. But when you
It's
listen
an
to
enigma.
yeah, it's an
Wrapped in a
enigma.
riddle.
It's
Wrapped
crazy.
in a riddle.
It's crazy, isn't it? Just
Yeah.
wrap your mind around this.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Will, I bet you have never experienced what you experienced today.
Probably not.
We took my outhouse for a ride on the tractor
We did.
and took
Dan-
it for a walk. Every once in a while, I got an outhouse that I built. Me and a friend built years ago, and
Dan was in it.
Yeah, I rode in the house.
every once in a while, my outhouse, I just need to take it for a walk, take it out for a ride on the tractor, and we brought it up and cleaned it out and did a little hosing on it, hosed it
Yeah.
out a little, and took it back down. But
Make sure there's no critters or
yeah, because for
whatnot.
the paranormal picnic, we just wanted to make sure that nothing was living in there.
right bugs or bees.
Bees,
or,
like make sure there wasn't like a white-faced hornet hive right underneath the seat.
right.
That'd be pretty exciting.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be for the first person to sit down or
Can
start.
I tell
doing
you?
it.
I can tell our listeners a funny story about outhouses.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay, this is outhouse humor. When I was a kid, we used to travel to Canada and go fishing. My dad used to take the whole family, and we used to go. I think it was like White Lake or Sandy Lake or something like that. Anyways, not important, not part of the story.
Okay.
They didn't have running water in the cabins. I think they might have running water, but they didn't have a bathroom. The only bathroom was an outhouse. Okay? And the outhouse, I think because everything was rock, you couldn't like dig a hole. So what they did, they put like a big bucket underneath the seat, and then somebody had to remove the bucket and go dump it somewhere.
Right, it was somebody's job, probably really early in the morning to go around and
Probably back in that time, they probably just dumped it in the lake, knowing... I don't really want to know where they dumped it, but anyway.
And you guys went swimming in that lake.
Yeah. So, anyways, I was a little wise ass when I was a kid. I was, and I admit it. I was a wise ass, and I had an older brother that I like to be a wise ass to. So, anyways, the outhouse had a little door in the back. Okay. And so my older brother goes in there to sit on the toilet to do his morning thing. Of course, I'm outside running around, and I'm thinking, that door in the back of the outhouse, right? So I go out back, and I open up the back door, and here's two big white cheeks hanging down through the hole, right? And I had to do it. I grabbed the stick and I poked him with it. And he started screaming and went flying out the door. And because he thought a snake bit him. He thought something bit him, was in the toilet next,
Right.
and down inside the hole and bit him. Because I poked him pretty good, And the thing is, I wasn't very smart because I only probably weighed about 70 pounds, and he was about 180 or 90 pounds. He was a big boy.
It was kind of like me and John growing up. I was always a lot bigger than him.
Well,
but he'd still...
I made the fatal mistake of letting him get a hold of me, and
I
think he threw me in the lake or something. But yeah, he was not happy with me. But I'll tell you what, it was funny. You know, from my point of view, it was really, really funny.
Oh, I'm sure it was.
Oh God, and I think even my old man, my father, even thought it was funny after he fished me out of the lake.
You know, I kind of have an outhouse story that involved my brother as well. Growing up on the farm in the Adirondacks by the barn, we had an outhouse. And my brother was in there once, and a bear came up through the woods.
Oh, really?
And had him trapped in there.
Now, that would be an outhouse story that I really wouldn't want to experience that one.
You know, the funny thing is,
I'd be good on that
10
one.
feet away, we had a white Siberian Husky named Brandy. And she didn't bark. She just looked at the bear and just laid back down.
Oh, jeez.
I was like, there's nothing I can do here.
Yep. And my brother was in there for a good 45 minutes, an hour.
Before he could get out and get away. That's funny. Yeah, that's not the place to be trapped, is in an outhouse. Of course, I guess I'd rather be trapped in an outhouse and up a tree.
Right, seeing as bears can
Climb trees.
Yeah.
Actually, they're very proficient at climbing trees.
Oh, yeah.
My some friends of ours, the chair is noisy. Some friends of ours have a house up on the hill outside of Owego, and they had a big sow. I guess they call them sows, right? The females.
Mm-hmm.
In their backyard, and
female pig.
Yeah, female pig.
Yeah.
And she had 3 little ones with her, and they didn't realize it until later. They realized there's 3 little cubs up inside the tree, right in their backyard.
Okay.
This was Annette and Bob.
Oh, okay.
And the mother just laid down on the ground under the tree, but later when they were trying to get the bear to leave, then she climbed. They said that great big bear climbed that tree like it was nothing. Just like boom, boom, boom. She was 10, 12 feet up in that tree, just like nothing. So they're very proficient at climbing trees. I mean, they have no problems going up trees. So that's not the place to get away from a bear.
Right.
That's kind of the moral of the story.
Yeah, if you're running from a bear, don't climb a tree.
Don't climb a tree, because they're probably better at climbing trees than you are.
Yeah, most likely.
Yes. And you probably won't outrun them. They're pretty fast, too.
Well, I think...
They say they can't run downhill.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. They say a bear can't run downhill very well because its front legs are so short. Their front legs are shorter, and they're not built for that.
Right.
That they have a hard time running fast downhill. But I don't think I'd want to test that theory. Well, I bet they can still run pretty fast downhill.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you had to, it'd still be worth a try, to get away.
I suppose. Now, this is not paranormal, though.
No.
This is not. Now, last week we had some pretty cool EVPs we played. That was paranormal.
That was.
Now we can't talk about where it was, but I did mention that I saw my first apparition.
I believe you did last
investigation.
Week,
yes, and that was kind of neat. I kind of processed that. I needed to process that for a while of what I actually saw and what it means. I don't know what it means, but I definitely saw something.
Yeah.
And I have to classify that as my first apparition. I have never seen an apparition. That was my first. And it was kind of neat.
It was. And I think we've all seen something.
Yeah.
Because you saw a shadow person.
Yeah.
And I saw an apparition about 6 or 7 years ago.
You said in a cemetery in the middle of the woods.
Yeah, well, that one I can talk about. It's Fallbrook Cemetery.
Now, where is that?
It is outside of Mansfield, PA.
Oh, okay. Never been there.
I have. I go there like at least once a week.
Now, is this a place that's open to investigations, or do you have to get permission?
Oh, we get permission from the forest rangers.
Okay, it's like a park?
Well, it's within the park. I mean, they patrol it, but we usually just call them and say, can we do it? And they'll send us paperwork to sign.
And they allow you to be in there after dark?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
But you just have to let them know you're going to be there.
Yeah, they completely trust us because we've been there 4 or 5 times and we know them.
Now, have you gotten evidence every time?
Yeah. I've only seen the apparition, I think, the second time we went.
Well, we should the LTG crew should make a trip down there.
Yeah, it's really nice. I like it.
We could always hop on our motorcycles and go camping down there because you said you can camp like right there, right?
Yeah, well, I wouldn't camp in the cemetery.
Why not?
No. But
I mean, not.
Why you think they're pretty quiet people living there?
I know, but
I mean, I wouldn't like set up my tent right on top of somebody's grave, but I mean, alongside,
Yeah.
I'd have no issues.
But they wouldn't have any problem with us coming up there.
And camping?
No. I mean, maybe go out to the end of the road and across.
No, was it about an hour and a half drive or an hour drive or?
Couple hours
From here, yeah.
Yeah.
Might be a fun thing. Do camp. There's camping there, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it's a state
park.
State park, so we could actually camp.
You can find anywhere that's
Right.
a clearing and
Just set up a tent.
just let them
That
know.
or I could drag the camper down there.
Yeah, but taking the motorcycles would be more fun.
True, but we got to take our equipment though. Somebody's got to drive a car and haul equipment.
Yeah, and how would I get down there? I don't ride a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Sidecar.
Do you have a sidecar?
No.
We'll build one.
We'll get a little red wagon and
Yeah. Duct tape and a little red wagon.
Yeah, a little duct tape and a little red wagon.
One
You'd
of
be
those
all
little
set.
rider wagons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just hold
Like
on.
the radio flyers or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Trust us. Just
And
trust
then,
us.
yeah, and then you hold onto the handle and you can like kind of steer. So when we're going into a turn, you turn your wheels too, and yeah, it'll be fine.
That'll be fine. Trust us.
Yeah.
No problem.
I don't know why I don't trust.
Now, yeah, that would be that. I would like to go there sometime. That would be a fun and that'd be a fun investigation.
Or we could drag them behind the motorcycle in the radio flyer.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It is one of my favorite places to do.
And now, have you guys ever camped down there?
We have not. We've always come right home.
Okay. I'm thinking if we camped, then we could do a later investigation and not have to worry about driving home in the dark.
Yeah.
It would be fun.
We have a little ritual we do every time we go down there. On the way, we pass Pudgy's, and we always get a sheet pizza and take it with us.
Oh, yeah?
And then wings if we want wings. And then we take because, you get in there, and then it's like a half-hour drive back to Pudgy's.
To get anything, all right.
So we stop and take it with us and bring drinks. And
I could start a new tradition. We could do like steak and lobster or something.
steak and shrimp.
Steak and shrimp?
Yeah.
Be like the Outback or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Or we could include some like alcohol and drugs, and then we'll see lots of ghosts.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Well, it is best to, and I say this from the heart, it is really best to investigate the paranormal while extremely intoxicated and high on as many drugs as you possibly can.
Oh yeah, the bigger the list, the better.
Oh, God, you see so much more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the activity is better, because you see, I don't know, I've heard you can see little, like, pink elephants and stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Oh yeah. You start mixing in some hallucinogens and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that really is the best way to investigate.
Oh yeah.
Of course,
That's
Well, that
the only
makes
way to investigate.
Yeah.
well that
really.
makes the veil to the other side thinner, and you can see everything.
Oh, it's much thinner,
Yeah.
yes.
Of course, we're being facetious. You shouldn't.
No.
However, there is a rule that I wasn't aware of that my son Daniel here filled me in on about falling asleep while partying.
Oh yeah. The shoes.
The shoe thing. Were you aware of this, Will?
Don't
think
take your shoes off.
No, do you want to take your shoes off?
Yes.
Oh, you want to take your shoes off? Okay.
Okay, here's the rule. If you're at a party and you pass out and you still have your shoes on, you are fair game for people to mess with you.
You're gonna end up with a marker,
Marker,
like Sharpie.
like a little Hitler mustaches and swirly do eyebrows, and you never know what's going to be on there.
Right.
However, if you take your shoes off before you pass out, they'll leave you alone.
Yes.
I will make sure that whenever I'm with you guys and we're drinking.
Wear flip-flops. You can kick them off easy. See?
Of course, the last time that happened was at Lake George. That was a heck of a time.
We had fun up there. That was a fun time.
We froze.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
We
Because
froze.
none of us were smart enough to figure out how that thermostat worked.
Yeah, we're like a bunch of apes over there by the air conditioner, like banging
on it and hitting it. Like it looked like Planet of the Apes over there with clubs.
And then by the time we figured out there was a thermostat on the wall,
It's already like 6 a.m.
and we had a few too many.
Yeah, and we're all suffering from early stages frostbite.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, are you going to get up and do it? Nope. Are you? Nope.
Hey, what are you going to do?
Yeah, they had that thermostat turned way down.
Oh, boy, it was chilly in there.
Yeah.
Now, this is what we were going to talk about tonight. Well, actually, now we're going to swing back to the paranormal again.
Okay.
That was pretty paranormal.
Yeah,
though.
that was pretty paranormal. Now, The one thing I wanted to, we've talked about this a little bit before, but we're going to talk a little about, and this is the one thing I've been thinking about. My nose itches, sorry. People in video. The pros and cons of video evidence. Video evidence and the pros and cons of audio evidence. What are you looking at?
Oh, the corner of my laptop is cracked.
Well, it's been dropped and kicked and thrown. And,
yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's had a rough life.
It has.
See, my feelings, and I know you guys don't agree 100%, but video evidence, I don't see the importance of it as much as audio evidence. What are your thoughts, Will?
Well, I'll say this. Most of the evidence you're going to get is going to be audio related. And there's just no...
There's no way to... Yeah, that's just how it is.
That's just how it is. However, I don't think video is any less important than audio.
And I think that when you actually do capture something on video, it's actually more substantial and more important than any singular audio evidence, because people like to be able to see something. And if you...
And I agree with that.
And
every once in a while, some group out there, they hit pay dirt, and they get an apparition walking across the room, or they get something that's really
and that's what it is.
Shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
But it's like one of those. It's like one of those 1 in a million shot. Because here's the thing, a camera has to be pointing in the right direction at the right time at that right moment in history. It's got to be right then, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Where a voice recorder, when it's running, it's not directional. It's covering everything around you in a 360 degrees. The ghost could be standing behind you talking. It could be to your right, could be to your left. It could be up on the ceiling, and it's still going to pick up the EVP. However, a camera is only pointing in one direction, so if there is an apparition, it's got to be in front of the camera. So it's not as... You're not as apt to catch evidence with a camera just simply because it's
the evidence,
it's very limited.
There's no argument that the evidence is much more rare.
Right. And like, for instance, let's talk about the Erie Mansion.
Right.
Huge building. 12,000 square feet, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Do you realize how many cameras you'd have to set up to cover 12,000 square feet of a house?
Oh, I know.
With that many rooms and that many hallways and that many stairways.
There's no way to do it unless you have like 50 cameras set up.
You'd have to have I don't even know if 50 cameras would cover everything.
50 cameras would do a pretty good job.
They'd do a good job, but now you got to review 50 cameras.
Times 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Where you can cover a much larger area with audio than you can with video. I mean, obviously, because you're just picking up sound.
Yeah.
And in my experience, we did catch a shadow figure with our camera.
Right.
And it's on it's on the front page of our if you're on our website, it's on our website. Just go to the bottom, you'll see a couple of YouTube videos. I think those are videos from YouTube, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, because with our web host, we have to use YouTube to place videos on our website.
Yeah.
And if you watch that, if you do watch those videos on it, it's best to watch those on a large computer screen, and you got to look really quick because the shadow kind of comes out and goes back in, comes out. So you got to look really close behind, at the wall.
And one of the issues that we had was when I did it, we used a cheap video capture device.
Right.
So it dropped the quality down quite a bit.
Right.
And it's always best to watch it with the lights out by yourself on a dark, stormy night as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But so yeah, we did capture something.
Right.
But now I look at my history of paranormal investigating, and the hundreds and hundreds of hours of reviewing videos and getting absolutely nothing. Watching a rocking chair for 8 hours, hoping it's going to rock, or watching.
Been there, done that.
And it doesn't do anything. And you got to sit back and think, was that worth it? Was that worth my 8 hours of staring at that screen hoping that thing's going to move.
It is worth it.
You think
Because someday that rocking chair is going to move, the curtain's going to move, something's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, there's a good video, I don't know if you saw it, at the Para-Unity Fest that we went to. Our friend's New York ex-paranormal out of Buffalo, Scott Schultz.
Oh, yes.
Did you see the video he was showing with the jacket that got moved?
No, I don't think I saw that.
No, well, he was going... I think there was some investigators in the room, and they went out, and a few minutes later, you can see the sleeve of the jacket lift up and then drop.
Can you see the fishing line?
Nope.
So
Yeah, and he was showing that.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, he was showing that.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, it's moments like that video is...
Moments like that, it's great. It's absolutely... And I'm
Well,
glad...
and if everybody stopped using video, then
we would no
never...
longer... We wouldn't be getting that anymore.
Right.
I'm not saying don't use video, but, you know, you really got to do a lot of soul searching when it comes to using video.
Well,
how much time do you want to devote
Right.
to this?
How many cameras do you actually want to set up? Because you do have to, not only for evidence purposes, but I feel video is actually more important for documentation purposes.
Right.
Because if you use zero video and you're just walking around with a voice recorder, you don't have anything to go back to when somebody's questioning your evidence to say, yes, we were here. This is video.
Of course.
Of us here.
The one really, really good EVP we got from the Erie Mansion was actually taken off of the Sony Handycam down in the basement.
Sony High 8.
Yeah. And
Hey You Guys.
Yeah, the Hey You Guy video.
Yeah.
Our
we never would have got that EVP if it wasn't for using a camera.
Yes, that is correct. I guess my argument about video is just remember when you're setting up a site and you're going to do an investigation, just remember for every hour of video you have that you're recording is every hour you have to sit in front of a TV and stare at it.
Well, every hour that you're investigating is multiplied by the number of cameras you have.
That you have to review.
Right. So if you have 3 cameras, that's 3 hours of video for every 1 hour of investigating.
And
if you set up 16 cameras because you have a 16-channel DVR, 1 hour of investigation is 16 hours of review time.
Now, you know, maybe some groups do it more than we do. Maybe some groups do it less than we do. But, you know, on the average, an investigation, you might go 5, 6 hours. Would you say, Will?
Yeah.
5, 6, 7 hours at the most.
We always do tell the client we do a minimum of 4.
Right. So you know you're going to have at least 4 to 8 hours of video. If you got a DVR system like we have, we usually try to hook at least 3 cameras to it, because the more cameras you hook to it, the worse the
with ours,
quality will be.
Our quality doesn't really drop that much with each camera.
Not too bad, but the cameras will start slowing down a little bit.
Yeah.
So we try to stay around 3, 4 max. We try not to go much more than 3 or 4 cameras. But if you're 5 hours investigation, you got 4 cameras going. That's 20 straight hours. Say 4 cameras. That's 20 hours of video you got to review.
Yeah, but I've been doing this for 10 years. In my experience, most clients will not want you there for 6 to 8 hours.
No.
Most clients will do 4 to 5 hours, and
Right.
they're like, that's enough.
Unless you're doing a public hunt.
Yeah, unless you're doing a public, which is usually around 8 hours.
Right. Move forward. Did you see that, Dan?
No.
Something like moved. That's weird. I think we got a haunted. That was weird.
Haunted studio?
Yeah. Something just. That was
At the
weird.
haunted LTG studio.
Yeah, we have a haunted studio. Something just like fell over there. That was just really weird.
Probably gravity.
Could be gravity. Gravity sucks.
Gravity's the name of the ghost, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyways, how are we doing on time here? Almost time halfway there.
Almost.
You want to play a song?
Yeah, let's go to break.
All right, we can do that.
And then when we come back, we'll play What the Heck Does That Mean? And we also have some other events coming up that we need to talk about.
Yep.
And so, who do you got this week, Dan?
This week we have Jimmy John McCabe with Sweet on You, and you can check him out on our featured artist page.
my shovel and you're my coal. When my train comes, there you'll be. At my last stop, soon holding me. I'll be alright when you smile. Maybe kiss me for a while. Pretty lady, I want you near. I want to go dancing and drink some beer. I want to be staring at your face till you put me in my place. Did you know last night you were in my dreams? We got married in Eau Paris. I love you, yes I do. I know that you love me too. Maybe not in the way that I do, but let me be sweet on you. I've been watching time go by. We've been talking about our lives. I've let mean girls play their part. You've let a few weasels don't break your heart. But sweetheart, I believe in you. I hope someday you will too. I love you, yes I do. I know that you love me too. Maybe not in the way that I do, but let me be sweet on you. Don't ask me if I'm sure. You're my favorite, you always were. You say someday your prince will come. There'll be true love, but only one. I have no falling left to do. I'm rising in love with you. I love you, yes I do. I know that you love me too. Maybe not in the way that I do, but let me be sweet on you. I love you, yes I do. And I know that you love me too. Maybe not in the way that I do, but let me be sweet on you. Let me be sweet on you. Let me be sweet on you.
Doc, what's wrong with our friend?
I'm not sure. Ever since he's listened to Let's Talk Ghosts on Sunday night from 8 till 9 on DTMWickedRadio.com, he's been like this. I think he's become a fan.
Hey, this is Jay Wasley from Ghost Adventures, and you're listening to Let's Talk Ghosts.
Okay, and that was Jimmy John McCabe with Sweet on You, and you can check him out on our featured artist page.
And thank you, Jay Wadley.
Yeah,
Thank you, Jay Wasley.
Yeah.
Hey, it was nice of him. He just called us and tell us that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just wanted to
Awesome.
call in and say that, and then
It's amazing. That's how important we are.
That is how important we are.
We're incredibly
I
important.
got to tell you though, what a great guy he was.
Yeah.
All the people that were there that day from the TV.
Everybody was nice. Everybody was good.
everyone.
Yep, we had a good time. Dan, do you know
Yeah.
what time it is?
I'm not quite sure, actually.
It's time for
What the heck does that mean?
Yes. What the heck does that mean?
Wait, what's going on?
What word you got today?
What?
What word have you got for today?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, hit him with something.
Oh, you mean it's time for what the heck does that mean?
Finally. Yeah. See what I got to put up with? Forever. It seems like it's been forever.
Obambulate.
Obambulate?
Obambulate.
Okay. Back in the old days, Fred and Wilma, the Flintstones,
Okay.
that's how they made little pebbles
Little pebbles.
By obambulating?
by obambulating.
I don't think that they would have made a baby by obambulating.
Oh, I thought that was how cavemen did whoopee.
Now, would you like me to spell it, though?
Yeah, go ahead.
It's O-B-A-M-B-U...
Obambu.
L-A-T-E.
Obambulate.
Yeah.
Obambulate. It's nothing to do with our president Obama.
Actually, it has a lot to do with Obama. Not
Yeah.
really. No.
Obambulate. O-bam. That means you're smacking something. Whack. Oh-bam. When you're late. Now, when you're late, that's what your teacher does to you. She obambulates you. It's kind of like getting knocked out.
That could be related a little bit, I guess,
We're
but
getting obambulated.
no.
No. Obambulate is the...
Well, if you obambulate, that could cause that to happen. That scenario.
Oh, so it's like an involuntary thing.
No, it's not involuntary.
Okay, if you you got any ideas, Will?
I thought it was the art of wood carving, but...
Nothing to do with wood carving.
Okay, so if you obambulate, you could get knocked. Okay, if you insult a person, insulting comment.
Well, no, I was talking about the whole scenario.
Right. Okay,
Like getting in trouble with the teacher and stuff.
oh, well, if you're like misbehaving,
Misbehaving.
unruly.
No, now you're getting further away.
Okay.
What'd you say first?
Misbehaving.
No, like what was the very beginning part of your scenario?
I don't remember.
Being late to class.
Oh, being late. Oh, so obambulate is being
late?
late?
No, it's something that could cause you to be late to class.
It's waking up late.
No.
Oversleeping.
No.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Your dog ate your homework.
Yes, that's what it means. No. Still
Okay.
no.
Okay, I give up. Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Use it in a sentence, please.
If you were lost in the woods, you would obambulate.
Cry, mommy.
No.
If you were lost in the woods, you would obambulate.
Obambulate.
You would starve to death.
You might do that, but no, that's not what
You
obambulate
would
means.
get eaten alive by black flies.
No.
You would get eaten alive by a bear.
No.
It's nothing to do with getting eaten alive.
No.
Is this a bodily function?
It is not a bodily function, but it requires a certain part of the body to do this.
You would swing your arms above your head and yell help?
No.
Okay.
How would that make you late to class?
I don't know. All right, I'm lost. What is it?
Are you guys
I'm
done?
stumped, yeah.
Yeah.
Obambulate, or obambulate, or however you say it, means to wander about. So if you were, at school just wandering about, you could become late to class and
Right.
piss off
So
your teacher.
if you're just wandering about, you're obambulating.
Yes.
So
Obambulate is to wander about.
just wander about.
Yeah. Which is why I said it was related. If you're just wandering about
I've
school,
probably obambulated before.
I'm sure you have.
I
Have
know
you?
I have.
Have you ever, Will?
I'm sure I have.
Yeah.
I
But
just
We're a
wandered
bunch
about.
of obambulators.
Obambulators, yeah.
I saw you obambulating earlier out in the field talking to yourself.
That could be.
Yeah.
Was that when I was a man outstanding in my field?
You were.
Yes.
That's where we found you, outstanding in a field.
Okay, now let's move on.
Moving on.
Move. That's a cow joke. Moving on.
That joke,
That's
by the
getting
way,
bad, yeah.
that joke, by the way, was from Shotgun Red.
What's that?
You don't remember Shotgun Red?
No.
Bill Emery?
That's a movie?
No, he was a little puppet. Country music.
Have no clue what you're talking about.
You've lost me on that one.
Yeah. Some of our listeners will know who it is.
Are you sure that isn't like maybe it's something what people in Colorado are seeing? Or
Yeah, you should YouTube it.
YouTube it? Shotgun Red.
Shotgun Red.
Shotgun Red.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll check it out.
Yeah.
Now, let's get back to the paranormal and paranormal news. In the news? No, not really. Anyways, we the first thing
we gotta do the news thing.
this week in the news is the FL Paracon coming up very soon. It's going to be in September, not too soon, but it's coming up. It's September 26th, 27th, and 28th, put on by the Upstate Paranormal Society. It is going to be held at 74 State Street in Auburn, New York at the Hilton Garden Inn Event Center. Now, what it's going to be is on Friday night, which is on the 26th, you can make arrangements. You go there and you can go on paranormal investigations with different paranormal groups at different locations. And I guess all they're going to ask for is a donation for helping the upkeep of these places. Upkeep and restoration. The fee for the Paracon, the FL Paracon, is, what's it called? Finger Lakes Paracon. What are you doing?
We'll be there.
Autographs, $1 million. Yeah, we'll do autographs for $1 million.
Yeah.
That's not a problem.
Well, I figure if I sell one autograph, then I'll be set for quite a while.
Actually, you and Dan will be there.
Me and my co-host / son / pain in my butt will be there on Saturday and Sunday. We will have a table, and you can come up and meet us. They are going to have, weekend-long paranormal event. It's going to be including ghost hunters. There's going to be psychics, mediums, UFO researchers, Bigfoot investigators, palm readers, tarot card readers, Reiki practitioners from across the upstate New York area. The fee is $10 for adults, and it is free for people 17 and under. It should be a fun event. Yep. Everybody should try and go to it.
And my group, Beepers Paranormal, will be there as well.
Yeah, Beepers will be there, but but not Will.
Not me.
There's another event the same day that you have.
Yeah, that weekend, and I'm going to be at that one. And Wade and Joe from our group will be at the FL Paracon.
Okay, that sounds good. And there's going to be a bunch of people up there. We should meet. We'll see our friends from RIP again, and it should be fun. So try and be there. It's the Finger Lakes Paracon at the Hilton Garden Inn Event Center in Auburn, New York, on September 28th, or 26th, 27th, and 28th.
Yeah, and another gentleman we found out that we met at Lake George is going to be there.
Now, what was his name again? He's got the
it's the UNI
research
paranormal
group.
research. Remember, they were over to the left of us. We did the interview with him. Shorter guy.
I don't remember much.
You don't remember much.
No, he doesn't remember much. But anyways, try and make it to the event. Now, I got a couple other things here. If you need information about the event, you can call them at area code 315-406-4866. Or you can email them to flparacon@gmail.com. Or you can go to their website at www.flparacon.com. And that you should be able to get all the information you need right there.
Yeah.
Should be a fun event, weekend long, not very expensive. And you'll get a chance to meet the infamous and famous Steve and Dan of Let's Talk Ghost.
We will be there.
That would be us, me and him,
me.
Yeah.
Yep.
Should be fun. Now we won't be able to ride our motorcycles to that.
No, we're gonna have too much stuff to bring.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna be able to do that.
No.
So now, in a few weeks, we're gonna be heading to Buffalo, New York.
We are
to do another investigation of the 3 ships: the Croaker, which is a submarine,
Yep.
the Sullivans, and the Little Rock.
Yeah,
And that will be with the group from Buffalo,
yeah.
Nick's, right?
New York X Paranormal.
Yeah, they call him Nick. Scott Schultz and his group.
Scott Schultz, good guy.
Good guy, and it's a lot of
group.
fun. It'd be nice to see Scott again. I think that's already sold out, I believe. But
yeah,
we will when we do the show, we'll.
Well, we have 4 tickets, so
Yep,
me, you, John, and
I think
Delia
is going to go with us.
Yes, she, as of right now, she has confirmed that she is going. So unless something changes between now and then.
Cool.
And actually, Scott and his personal team just did an investigation, I think, a week ago.
I saw that on Facebook. They just did a personal investigation there.
Yeah.
And but it should be fun. I think going up there the second time will be better because we're going to know our way around a little better. And I mean, the first time we were there, you kind of hit and miss of where we were going and what we were doing. I think, like I think we want to focus on that wheelhouse maybe a little better, maybe get a little better camera angle down there where we saw the shadow figure. We'll try a few different things.
Yeah.
We can try some things like maybe even like putting like a flashlight down there or something
or motion sensor down there, maybe do a
well,
motion sensor.
I was thinking if you just like set a flashlight down there, it'll illuminate that area that we just could not see, and if there is something moving around down there, you'd be able to catch it a little bit better on the camera.
Definitely was something moving around down there. I saw something moving around quite a few times, and John stared at it for a long time. He said he kept seeing something move. So we'll hit that a little.
And hopefully John is a little more nimble this time.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
He wasn't.
And the same with me. I was there last time, and I know where the hot spots were for me. So I know where I want to return to and concentrate sort of on the Admiral's quarters. Well, It's not the Admiral's quarters. It's what we'd call that situation room where they all sit around the table.
And then hopefully whoever owned that camera that we tipped over and broke won't find out about it.
Right.
Grr. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but I lost the camera.
You lost the camera. It tipped over somehow.
Yep.
Was it on a tripod?
It was on one of the small tripods, which I had just gotten.
Okay.
And I realized that they were pieces of junk, and I wasn't going to use them again.
Yeah, they're not real stable. If you're going to use those, you definitely want to put those someplace where they're out of harm's way.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you said it broke the camera when it fell over.
Oh yeah, the camera never worked since.
Oh, that sucks. Because this equipment's expensive.
Yeah.
It is.
Now, I was reading my Facebook stuff, and I'm friends with John Brightman. And poor John had his truck broken into a couple days ago. And a bunch of his paranormal equipment was stolen out of the back of his truck. So
ouch.
That really sucks.
I was gonna say, most people don't have anything really valuable in cars anymore.
No,
but nobody steals car stereos anymore.
So our heart goes out to you, John. That really sucks because that stuff's expensive and
it is.
It just sucks.
And it depends on what it is. Some of them can get really, really expensive.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that blows. But John's a big guy. I hope if he catches them, I don't feel sorry for him because they're going to get their butts kicked.
Yeah, he is a big guy.
He's a big dude.
He's about 6'5", 6'6".
With a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
He even looks mean.
Yeah.
But actually, he's a nice guy.
Very nice guy.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks when things get stolen because one thing in this world I really, really do hate is thieves. They really suck.
Yeah.
Now, what's Beeper's been up to lately, Will?
Well,
anything new?
Well, I mean, we did the last investigation we did. You were with us.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah,
we can't mention it, but
it was the business here in the Triple Cities, New York State, somewhere in the U.S.
Somewhere in the United States. Matter of fact, I want to talk to Deb about possibly doing another investigation there.
Yeah.
If possible, if we possibly can. Only I would like to change the environment a little differently.
Yeah.
We had way too many non-investigators there.
We did.
And they were basically tainting our evidence because there's just too many people that were in there that were not part of the investigation. Yeah. And when I actually saw my apparition, we were in the main. I'm going to call it the main room, so you know where I'm talking about. And I was down towards the front, and that's when I saw the apparition. But I was the only one in the entire room that was actually an investigator. Everybody, there were a whole bunch of people in there, and they were just talk.
And you know what? She was told that there was going to be one person there.
Yeah.
When we started.
Yeah, there's at least 6.
So she's going to have to get down on them and say, nope, one.
There was at least 6 people there.
Yeah.
Well, because, it makes sense if they want to have somebody affiliated with the place there to make sure you guys aren't destroying or whatever.
But, yeah, there was at least 6 people there that were not investigators. And, unfortunately, they were all chatty Cathys.
Yeah.
And so it does kind of bring any EVP evidence you get to question.
Yeah. The other thing we did recently was we did a local fair here, had a table called the Conklin Fair.
That's nice. How'd you guys do up there?
We did well. We did a 50-50 raffle. We only made $30 in a 50-50 raffle. So we drew the winner, and we called them, and they donated the $15 back to us.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool, but, it was a fun time.
Yeah.
It was a long day, but...
I'm just looking at my camera. What car was that?
It looked like John's.
Oh, is that who that was?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted. We got a camera on the outside of the studio looking out over my driveway, and there's a car driving around. I just wanted.
I thought Bigfoot ran across there.
No, could have been. Well, John does have big feet.
Yeah. Bigfoot caught on tape.
And so, what were you saying now?
We had a lot of fun. Deb, who was with me at the time, knows a couple of the Broome County sheriffs.
And you offered him a donut.
I did. I offered him a donut. I didn't even realize. I was just trying to be nice.
It is funny. You had a box of donuts there, and he not even thinking about it. He offers a cop a donut.
Yeah, and Deb looks at me. She's like, really? I'm like, oh, jeez. But he laughed. He was a cool guy, and, I support the local police department.
Oh, absolutely.
And all the work they do, so.
Believe me, the police departments and sheriff's departments and state police make this world a much better place.
Yeah.
Because without them, it would be chaos.
Yeah.
And crime would rule the street. So trust me, love them or hate them, I love the police departments. I wish there was more of them.
Yeah.
Because I wish there was more police officers and more, because without them, this would not be a very pleasant place to live.
Yeah, I think I'm not trying to get off paranormal topic here, but the 2 things that shouldn't be cut in the United States are like the police and fire department and education.
Right.
Just saying.
Just saying?
Just my 2 cents.
All right. What about... no, never mind. Now, it seems like we were doing something else here pretty soon. Wasn't there something else called the Paranormal Picnic?
Yes.
We did it. We were doing it Saturday.
Which was yesterday.
Yeah. This is the time travel thing.
Oh, we're time traveling again. That's right. Okay.
Because right now, actually, the Paranormal Picnic is in 2 days.
But when you hear the show, it would have been yesterday. I can't wrap my mind around that.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, I had a great time.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I did too. I had a good time. And
I didn't, because it rained the whole time.
No, you can't. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I thought it was sunny out. I thought it was sunny and
thunderstorm the entire time.
And the fact that that silly thing that Wade did.
Yeah, the silly thing Wade did.
Yeah, we won't say what it was. I don't want to embarrass him. He just did something really silly, and
the pictures will be on the website.
Yes, pictures will be on the website. What he did at the Paranormal Picnic, and
the homemade meatballs that you made were really, really good.
You mean? Yeah. Well, that's good. I'm glad everybody enjoyed them. I didn't know I was making homemade. Here we are back on. Okay.
Well, see, I've already done it, so I know.
but I haven't yet. So how would I know that? See, it's only Thursday, but it's Sunday. This is awful confusing.
It is.
Now, the Paranormal Picnic coming up Saturday, which was yesterday. That's what we're getting ready for, because Will came out and helped. We cleaned the outhouse out and going to do some weed trimming, and I built a couple new picnic tables for the event.
We drew up some signs.
Yep, got some signs. I saw Will's artwork.
I had to repair some of Will's artwork.
Yeah,
I don't know what I did. I was thinking.
I don't know. He tried to make an N look like a W, and then
You
a
had
W.
me. You had me distracted.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
How did I have you distracted?
I don't know. You were talking or something.
Probably by threatening the mustache and stuff when
That's
he passed
what it
out.
was.
Well, that was down at the creek when we were doing the outhouse
I
stuff.
know, but I was still mentally scarred.
Yes. Mentally scarred. Yes.
Then we're gonna get a we said we're gonna get a tattoo artist here.
Yeah.
And
Tattoo funny things on him.
yeah, when he passes out,
Yeah.
like a Fu Manchu or a
Permanent beard and Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah,
And all that.
yeah.
That'd be awesome. You know, we could tattoo hair back on your head,
You could.
like
You could.
flame hair.
Yeah.
Do you remember there was a Trailer Park Boys where they shaved Randy's head?
I've probably seen it.
And he filled it all in with permanent marker.
And I noticed you are wearing your Julian today.
Yes, I am wearing a Julian today. It's my. I wear a lot of these.
I've got blue on, so I'm not wearing a Julian.
I wear these because I order
Even
black
though-
T-shirts by bulk.
For the people on YouTube, both your T-shirts look like they're the exact same color.
Yeah, they
Do
both
they?
look.
Okay.
Yeah, on YouTube they're going to look purple.
Yeah.
But actually, my shirt is black.
Mine's blue.
And the reason why I wear a lot of black T-shirts is because I ordered black T-shirts in bulk for our Let's Talk Ghost T-shirts, and the ones I don't print, I just wear as a T-shirt.
Hey, why not?
Yeah, they're nice T-shirts. I order them from I'll even pimp them, the Adair Group. Adair, Adair, I think it is. You can buy bulk T-shirts for a pretty reasonable price. I mean, if that's what you got to buy a lot of the same size. You can't like mix and match the sizes. You have to buy.
Right, it's like
You got to buy a dozen extra large, a dozen XXL. You know, you got to buy a dozen of everything. You got to buy them by the dozen.
They're really big on me because I normally take a small to medium.
Right.
I mean, I'm so skinny.
I thought you were being serious.
For those of you who are not watching YouTube,
Yeah. Yes, we're all very petite here.
I'm like 6'3", 200 pounds,
Yes.
kind of muscular.
And I'm 5'2" and about 110 pounds.
Yeah.
I really am 6'2" and muscular.
Oh God, yeah, muscular until you get to the midsection.
Yeah.
Now you're going to have to watch YouTube to see if we're telling the truth.
I figure having one ab is better than having like 8 of them.
Yeah, you got a very large ab, and
It's you're stronger that way.
Yeah, you're more balanced. At least you can't tip over.
Right.
You're like a weeble.
Yeah.
They wobble.
But they don't fall down.
Yeah.
That's right. Now we're wrapping down here. We kind of ran out of paranormal stuff here. This was kind of a quick show we threw together because we were busy today.
Yeah.
We were busy.
But we had to get a show out because we got to take care of our fans.
You guys are number one.
Number one. We were discussing the pros and cons of video versus EVP evidence, and I still stand by the fact that I hate reviewing video because my brain starts melting after about an hour and a half.
I don't think anyone likes it. I mean, you're staring at the same thing for...
Oh, my God. So anybody out there thinks that paranormal investigating is exciting? It can be at times. Like when I saw the apparition, that was pretty exciting. When you're reviewing evidence and you do see that one piece of evidence, that's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But that's about 0.1% of the time. The other 99%.
Ghost hunting is a lot like fishing.
Yes, it's exciting when you catch a fish.
Yeah, you can go out and spend 8-10 hours out there on a lake or on a stream
And not
catch anything.
No.
But even if you don't catch anything in fishing, it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah, it's still fun. Just like ghost hunting it's still
fun.
It's
but it's not exciting.
No. That's why I said it's
rarely,
like fishing.
It's rarely exciting.
Like fishing.
But after watching about 4 hours of video, you're like, don't I have a dentist appointment?
Geez, I think I'd rather be getting a proctology exam right now. Your brain starts melting and you're. Now, what I find is when I'm doing like video evidence, is I can do it for about 30 minutes, then I have to take a break.
Well, that's probably the best thing to do is to break it up.
You have to, because I'll tell you what will happen. If you don't, you will miss stuff because you'll actually start just matrixing and just your eyes you start seeing things that aren't even there. it's really weird especially if you're watching something that's not moving. It's not so bad if you're watching a video where people are walking around and seeing things, and it kind of gives you, but when you're just staring at like a rocking chair,
right?
It's like, after about 30 minutes, you gotta stop because your brain starts making weird shapes, and it's not fun. But it's necessary, I guess. I guess our conclusion is video is necessary.
But depending on the size of your group, you don't really need to overdo the video.
Maybe don't overdo the video, because just remember, everything you do, it's got to be reviewed.
Yeah.
And it takes a lot of time.
I mean, you need to have a walk-around camera to document. You need to be able to document your EVP sessions, because you want to have your EVP sessions on video and on audio.
Now, there is something I've been doing different with EVPs. Now, I've been using the camcorder. I don't do a constant recording like I used to do. Remember, when we used to, we'd show up to a site, and we would just turn the recorders on, and they would never be turned off the whole evening. Which is not a bad way to do it, but it's just about as bad to review that as it is to review.
Because if you have like 3 recorders going and it's a 5-hour investigation, that's 15 hours of sitting there listening to
EVPs.
Yeah,
and that can be just as bad. Now, what we do now with the Tascam is I start a new file on the Tascam recorder whenever we do an EVP session. So when I review the Tascam, it's just 10, 15-minute files.
Well, that's what we've been doing with the our other recorders.
And you know what? It's been working.
Yeah.
Because if it's an EVP and they're responding to our questions, well, then we're getting something. Other than that, now some of the stuff we got before, the ones that are on our site, those are from recordings for the full night. We just turned remember down there where we got the ones that are on our website. I reviewed those, and I'll tell you, that was a long time to review those. Listening to a lot of static, and I mean, it's tough to do.
Yeah.
But I guess, I don't know, come right down to you need the video, but I guess be smart about the video. Think about how many cameras you really need. If you overdo the video,
it's going to be hard to get through.
I like listening to my audio and watching the video at the same time, because if you have the cameras without sound, that's even worse.
And with photography, still pictures, take as many as you want. Those are easy.
Those are easy, yeah. Hey, we're almost out of time here. You can listen to us every week. We have a new show every Sunday at www.letstalkghost.com. You can also hear us at dtmwickedradio.com. You can find us on Facebook, search for Facebook. You can find us on Twitter, search for Let's Talk Ghost. Now, you can also find us on YouTube, and once again, search for Let's Talk Ghost. If Dan would ever get our videos up.
Yeah, I'll get them up there.
Yeah, he occasionally does. How about you, Will?
You can find us at bpirsparanormal.com. You can find us under YouTube and Twitter under BPIRS Paranormal, and on Facebook, look up Binghamton Paranormal Investigation Research Society.
Great. And I'm going to be working on getting some interviews in the next week or so. We'll get back to doing, interviews again. We've been kind of laying off the interviews the past few weeks. Just summer, it's been busy.
Trying to get ready for stuff.
Trying to get ready and stuff. And it's been
after the paranormal picnic, things will calm down.
Yeah, things are going to start calming down, and we'll start getting back to more interviews every week. And I guess with that said,
we'll see you all on the next investigation.
Are you sure about that?
Yep.
I couldn't have said it better.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Bye.